Hey everyone, if you're clicking on this video, you probably already went through the settings in your Nintendo Switch looking for a way to set up a passcode, but had no luck. That's pretty much because Nintendo hasn't really made it easy to do so, but there is a way using parental controls, and I want to show you how to use that today. I do have to say this isn't as easy as creating a passcode for your tablet or your smartphone, but still a good way to protect your Switch from thieves or like your kid brother. So before we move on, there's two things you're going to need. That's your Switch and your Apple or Android smartphone. And once you have that, let's get started. Alright guys, now that we have our Switch nearby and our smartphone in hand, let's go ahead and we're going to search for the Nintendo Switch Parental Controls app in our App Store, whichever one that may be. So let's open the App Store, search for Nintendo Switch Parental Controls. And that should be brought up. It's an orange and white icon. So I already have it downloaded, so go ahead and once you're done with that, we'll open it up. And the first time you open the app, it should give you a screen to sign in with your information. So go ahead and do that, and then we'll go to this screen right here. After we sign in, our next step is to connect our Switch to the app by pressing the next button. And we should retrieve a registration code from the next page. This code right here changes each time you go through this process, so I'm just using this one for an example. The app also has instructions listed on the same page, but let's just walk through this part step by step anyway. So with our registration code ready, let's go ahead and grab our Switch, and we're going to go to the settings tab. Then we're going to go down to parental controls. Move over and select parental control settings. Then because we already installed the app on our smartphone, we're going to pick I have the app installed option right here. And this part, this is where we enter our registration code. So mine was 277285. I'm going to go ahead and enter it. We'll get a quick loading screen. Then we'll see a screen where we can confirm we're registering the right account. I see my JDK's nickname right here, so if you're seeing the right info, let's hit register. So on the Switch, let's select continue setup on smart device. Then we're gonna grab our smartphone and select set parental controls. So we'll have a loading screen for a second, then we'll see where we can set a daily limit for any kids who use the Switch. But we're going to quickly select no limit and move on to the next page. Here we can pick the restriction levels, and we're just going to leave this page as is and hit next. So we'll get this Mario animation saying setup is complete, and then we'll swipe to the right and get an option to turn on push notifications. I'm just going to hit continue. So the next window is just informational and lets us know how many minutes we've played today. We're just going to go ahead and ignore this and move over to the console settings on the right part of the screen. Here we're given the option to pick the playtime limit for any given day. So let's go ahead and pick that. And then we're going to hit set days individually. So what we're going to do is set each day to 0 minutes. So let's start off with Monday. We're going to go ahead and select it. Hit playtime limit and move that to 0. And then go back and do it for each day, one by one. Let's go Thursday, 0 minutes. Friday, 0 minutes. Saturday, and the last one, Sunday. And go back. Then once we're done with that, we're going to go ahead and select suspend software. Hit OK. So pretty much we're telling the Switch that we're not allowed to play at all during the week, and because we picked suspend software, when we go turn the console on, we'll get a lock screen notification. So now that we're done with this, let's hit save. And then on the next page, we're going to hit the pin tab. So the app already has one set for us, but we can go ahead and change it to our preference. Maybe for this example, I'll probably choose maybe 1, 2, 3, 4. just for right now. It's not my real password. Then hit save. So let's go ahead and grab the switch. And we're gonna wake it from sleep. And you already see we have a red notification at the very top saying time's up. So let's go ahead and move forward, hit the same button 3 times, and boom, we got a lock screen. So right here we have 2 options. We can either go back into sleep mode and leave the whole thing alone, or we can go down to disable parental controls. So let's pick that one. So on the next page we have the option to put in the pin we just created using a joystick. You can see the numbers on the left hand side. You just go ahead and follow that. So push up for 1, right for 2, right again for 3, then 4, and then it tells us that parental controls have been unlocked. And there you have it, we're in. So we can go ahead and play whatever game we want now, and the lock screen won't pop up again until it goes back to sleep. So let's go ahead and try it out. Put it to sleep, try to wake it back up again. Lock screen. So there you have it. That's how you create a passcode on your Switch. Now, if you try it out and this is not for you, removing parental controls is pretty easy. Let's go ahead and unlock the Switch again. Enter the passcode. So we're going to go and move over to settings. Go down to parental controls. And select unregister app. So we put in our PIN again. So we'll get a confirmation screen asking us if we want to unregister it. We're gonna go ahead and select it. And there you have it, everything has been reset. Okay, so that's how you set up a passcode on your Switch. As you can see, it can bring some peace of mind, but can also get a little annoying having to do that every single time you wake your Switch. That's why I probably recommend leaving this off when you know you're gonna be home for a little while, and turning it back on when you're going on a trip somewhere. And maybe when Switch 2 or Switch Pro comes out, it will have some type of Face ID feature to make this thing a little easier on all of us. But until then, I hope you found this video helpful. If so, feel free to like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff, and I'll catch you guys next time.